What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Black Appeal, the Apple Guy, and today I'm going to be finishing up my review of the Osee 4K T5 Camera Monitor. Now, this is my first camera monitor. Now, I did do an unboxing and a YouTube Shorts on this, and the reason why I didn't finish it up in my last video was because living in Alaska, it is hard to get lithium ion batteries shipped here, even whether you try to go through Amazon and even through eBay. Sometimes they will not ship it to you depending on the vendor. And I was able to actually get some batteries for these. Now these are LPF or LPE6, I believe is what it takes. So for these it takes LPE6 or the NPF batteries. If you have a Sony, the LPE6 is for Canon, the NPF is for the Sony batteries. So this is an NPF battery. As you can see, it's pretty thick. Now you can get smaller ones other than this one, but I found that these were just worked perfectly fine. I just got these a couple of days ago, and I did actually test it out on the camera monitors to see if they were still charged, and they worked. So what I'm going to do is, we got my A6400 right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount this onto the camera mount that comes with this, and we're just going to kind of go through some of the various screens and what you can do with it. Now, this is my first camera monitor, so excuse me if I don't know a lot about it. I didn't really, there's some things, some functions on here that I'll never really use. I primarily bought this just so the fact that I can actually see myself through the, so I can see myself through the camera. So if you have an A6400 or pretty much any of the Alpha A6000 lineups, you know that most of them, or should I say all of them, are going to have screens where it lifts up like this, which again is perfectly fine if you are going to be doing like a kind of whatever you're doing for video, for photos, that works perfectly fine. But if you're going to be doing any type of video vlogging or anything of that nature, especially if you're sitting down and you have something in front of your cold shoe, having this in front of that just tend to make it a little bit difficult to actually see what the camera's seeing. With a camera monitor such as this, then you will be able to see what the camera is showing, and you can always change the aspect, or if you do any certain changes that you need to do, you can do that before actually hitting the record button. And so again, I apologize if some of this stuff is still new to me, so I'm still learning how to use it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to actually connect this to this, put the battery on, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I have my camera monitor powered on. I have my camera monitor connected to my Sony camera via HDMI to micro HDMI. So if you have any of the Sony Alpha lineups, the A6000s, it's always going to be HDMI to micro HDMI. I don't know if that's going to be for any of the A7 lineups, but for the A6000 lineups, it's going to be HDMI to micro HDMI. So as you can see here, this is going to show what my camera is displaying on my normal screen. For this, if you want to access this in terms of if you want to show this on the camera monitor, it's fairly easy. You're going to end up having to go into, once you have it connected, you're going to go into your menu section. Now, if you're familiar with your Sony menu, you're going to, they all pretty much look like this, at least for the A6000s, and I believe some of the A7000s, like the A7 II, and I believe the A7C, I believe, all look like this. You're going to go into your setup menu, you tap on that, and then you're going to scroll down to page 4, and then you're going to select HDMI settings, and then from there you're going to go to HDMI info. Now, this is off by default, but when you hit on, it's going to show you everything that's on your camera screen. Once you exit out, it's going to show it on here. So pretty much on your scroll wheel, when you tap up, it's going to show you all the information that you normally would have on your camera when you're looking at it through the normal screen. It'll show it up on here, and that's pretty much it. So that's how you get this image on here. I actually didn't know this until I actually looked it up on YouTube when someone was doing a review on how to get this on there, and I kind of leave it like this. So once you're done, if you don't no longer need to leave this on this, you don't really have to worry about. If you unplug this, it'll still show up the same on your camera screen. So if you unplug this, it's not going to stay blank on this. That's just if you want to display the info onto this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I use it for. And I've only had this thing for about a month, and as I said before, it was a hard time trying to find batteries for these because shipping batteries to Alaska is kind of a pain, but luckily, like I said, I was able to find someone through eBay who actually sent me some. So as you can see from this display, this is how I will always shoot my videos. This is what is known as the rule of thirds. and I usually, as long as I'm centered within these squares right here, then I know that I'm centered with the camera as opposed to being off to the left or the right. That's how I do that now. This is what you would normally see on the camera itself, but if you want to see it displayed on the camera monitor, fairly simple. So what we're going to do is, this, from what you see on the side here, everything that's enabled green, that's actually all enabled. So if I don't need something turned on, like the crosshairs, I simply just press down on the red joystick, kind of like an enter button, and then it removes it. If I want it back on again, I simply just press down on it again, and it displays it. Now there's different versions of this, and I'll just kind of show you some of the various different versions of the crosshair. So you simply just to the right if you want to access something. It's enabled, and then as you can see, regions, this is 2, that's 3, and then that's 4, and I believe that's as many as you can get. You can't go any more than that. And then whatever you want to stick with, you simply just press down on it and it enables that, and that's what that'll stay until you go back into the function and then change it. But I usually keep mine on 2 because I prefer 2. Then I just hit enter, and then that's it. And then here's zebra. This is basically just kind of shows you kind of what's exposed and what's not exposed. You have your aspect ratio. This is another one where, depending on how you shoot your videos, you can select different aspect ratios for your video. So again, you just simply press to the right. It's enabled. Ratio 16:9. Then you get custom. Then you get a 4:3. And then you get another one like a 1.85:1, and then there's a 2.39:1, and then you again, once you select what you once you've found what you want, you press down on the red little joystick, and that's what you select. So I usually will keep mine at 16:9 because that's just what that's just what I'm used to doing. And you simply just, I press down, and then once I'm done, that's it. And then this is going to be focus assisting. This allows me to see what's in focus and what's not in focus. So there's different various ways of learning how to do this. Again, you simply press right, and then it's on. And then the color, depending on what you want, you can do different colors to show what's in focus and what's not in focus. There's a green, there's a blue, and there's a red. I usually just keep it on green. And again, once you are done with the selection, you simply just press down, enter, and then that's it. And then right here, down here, that is your add new tool. So we're going to just kind of zoom in a little bit more. And then again, you simply just enter, press down, enter. That's basically what it is. So you press down, hit enter. It does tend to get confusing sometimes because you're used to doing everything just flipping to the right, but you actually have to press down, kind of enter to select what you want. And then these will give you all the different tools that you can use. Now, I don't really use most of these and probably won't, but whatever you want to select, once you're done with it, you again press down, and if there's nothing you want, you simply just press to the left, and then that's it. You can add different pages to this by simply just pressing to the left, and then down here at the bottom, I'll show you like page 1 or page 2, and then that's it. So once it flickers, that's another page. And then if you want to bring up what was on the side again to see what tools you have, again, you just press enter, and it'll show you everything there. And again, if it's highlighted in green, that means that it's enabled. If you want to disable it, again, you simply just select what you want, press enter, and then it removes it, and it goes white, which means disabled. Again, press it again, enter, goes green. So I'm still new to the whole camera monitor thing, so if there's some things that I did mess up, just let me know in the comments below, but I am still learning. And again, this is how I use mine. Now I know that everyone's going to be different when it comes to using their camera monitor, especially if you are new to using it, but this is how I will use mine because it's much more effective and it's much more efficient for me to do it this way as opposed to doing it other ways. And again, I'll have a link down below for this product if you want to take a look at it, as well as I'll have a link below for my unboxing of this if you want to take a look at my unboxing video. And that is pretty much all that I have for this. And again, if you're new to my channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, that way you don't miss content when I drop it. And again, if you're new here, please think about hitting that subscribe button. And my name is Black the Apple Guy, and I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe.